Boy, oh boy, am I glad to see you. I swear to God, I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning absolutely buzzing because I knew I was going to wear my finished Great Lakes pullover Biozetta and film this video talking to you all about it. I feel like I'm ready to make a very bold claim. This is the best thing I have ever made by far. I was telling, well, really anyone who would listen, that all my previous knits feel like child's play, frankly, compared to this stunner. So, in order to save us some time and really get into the nitty gritty of this pattern, my experience, my thoughts, what have you, let us dive in. I'm gonna run through some quick logistics. I knit this size small. Very happy I did. For reference, I am a petite 5'4". I'm all legs, no waist, if that is helpful. I used exactly what the pattern recommended in terms of yarn selection. So the Istex Lappy Latlapi, I think that's how you say that. I'm just going to roll with it, held together with the Knitting for Olive soft silk mohair. If you haven't been following along with my Whip Wednesdays, no worries. I will just recap here as well that I knit this sweater exactly to the pattern, dimensions, instruction, etc. So in short, made no modifications other than the crochet slip stitch edge here, as well as knitting my ribbing inside out, which I will now forever do. Highly successful, highly recommend. Okay, about sizing. Very happy I made the small, but echoing Lola, if you don't follow her, you must. I will make sure to link her. But her and I have been knitting this at the same time, and we've been chatting about our experience. And she posted this photo to her Instagram pre-blocked where it was like very much giving linebacker. Same, girl, same. So was mine. And I think what is critical about this video is for you to take away that this yarn and the construction of this sweater absolutely relaxed. We have beautiful drapage. We are no longer busting out of the saddle shoulder. Everything is flowing and hanging perfectly. The other thing I wanted to note on sizing, which this might make some knitters absolutely cringe, is I blocked the shit out of this. I tugged and tugged, was using all my muscle strength. I don't think anyone is meant to stretch a project as much as I did with this, but I did get this to grow 4 inches, just shy of 4 inches for the body length from here to here, 2 inches for the body width, and another 4 inches for the sleeve. I really wanted to do the Camille. You know how she keeps all of her sweaters to knuckle length? I love that. And I wanted mine to be very oversized, cozy vibes, and was able to block out my sleeve and frankly the whole sweater that much. Not sure I would recommend that. Perhaps just make the size you want. I don't know. I don't know. I was a little worried about some stitch compromisation. Is that a word? I was worried about compromising some of the stitches and the stitch quality and the shape and tidiness of my stitches, but all worked out in my favor. The only thing that I noticed, and I had a sneaking suspicion that this would happen, I don't know if you can tell because my hair doesn't give a lot of contrast here, but my neck did widen an inch maybe. It was pretty snug previously. I'm happy either way. I was a little, nervous I was going to be upset with it growing, but it actually is fine. And if you're someone like me who's super sensitive to itchy, scratchy wool, this extra space right here just allows for some breathability. It's not totally rubbing up against the skin on my neck. And so I kind of like it. The other thing I'm noticing, particularly on calls, I've been in calls all day, is I'm getting this little tiny ridge here. I think that's just normal. That's just organic movement. It's me going up and down with my head. It's kind of causing it to bunch here. The sweater is meant to be worn. It's meant to be lived in. And so I think this like movement and creasing and things that I'm seeing is totally normal. Word of caution on Lappy. This, without question, is the scratchiest yarn I have ever worked with and frankly ever put on my body. But it was absolutely lovely to work with. I already have another sweater's quantity to make my winter's pullover. And I loved working with it. I love the way it knit up, love the drape. I love the way this blocked. It's nice to knit with. The stitches are so even and consistent. I have nothing but positive things to say. And I do think this probably softened a hair when I blocked it, and for sure will soften over time. Number one, it's insanely warm. So, this is a huge, huge positive, especially if you live in a cold weather state. The other thing I wanted to add, ooh, my phone just went dark. Ah, the other thing I wanted to add is don't fret. I have on a black turtleneck from Everlane. This is the ribbed turtleneck underneath, and I have no issues. And as a reminder, I am someone who is insanely sensitive to wool. I do not like anything itchy, scratchy touching my skin. I have no issues, and I'm obsessed. This isn't a true outfit of the day, but I just wanted to quickly show you all how I'm styling this. I've got on some light wash jeans from Madewell, my red cowboy boots, because of course it wouldn't be a Lynn's outfit without the red boots. I'm not leaving the house right now, so I'm gonna forego the sunglasses at the moment. And I think I'm gonna carry my mushroom outlaw bag from Ida and Moon when I do end up leaving the house. But overall, a success. This sweater really set the tone for 2026 knits. I am feeling so inspired by knitting. I want to sink my teeth into all of these fabulous patterns. I have a great stash. I kind of have a vision of what I want to move into next after I work through some of my stash. And I'm just feeling so excited. If the Great Lakes pullover by Ozetta was not on your radar, let this be your sign to add it to your queue. It was a blast to make. I am so, so, so happy I did it. And I love the result. And you're catching the chronic front tucker, Miss Millennial herself, leaving a sweater untucked. Who is she? But yeah, I mean, like, obviously, at some point, I'm going to tuck this, but I love it untucked. I love it untucked, and that is what I wanted. So I'm officially rambling, but can you tell I'm ecstatic? I was so excited to talk to you all about my sweater. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. And I need to be a much better girl at updating her Ravelry. And I will make sure to do that this week. But drop me a comment if you have any questions, and I will leave you all there. We'll talk soon. Bye.